What's going on, everyone? So today we're going to talk about the best stocks, my favorite stocks, going into next week, December 4th to December 8th. Now, obviously, this can change a little bit because if there is news on an individual stock throughout the week, that's going to be something I want to watch because there's elevated volume, potentially quality setups. But just as far as daily charts and the raw technicals, these are my stocks that I'm watching and the ones that I believe have the most potential. And I'm going to go over them now, talk about the technicals. First is going to be Tesla. This is one of my favorite stocks to look at every single day, regardless of what's going on. But just keeping things very simple, it is still stuck in this consolidation. Looked like it was going to break out, had a false breakout above 250, sold off pretty aggressively. Look at this 232 level on a 15-minute chart. That is a massive support level. If support holds, this can obviously go higher. But if for some reason the market has some sort of sell-off and Tesla flips back below this 232, which is major support, turns support into resistance, I think this looks pretty good to the downside. So 232 going to be a major level in play throughout the week. And the next stock that I like is this CRWD. Why? Pretty simple. Look at that daily chart. Little bit of consolidation after a strong move higher, forming a bull flag pattern, kind of a quick bull flag. And if it breaks out of this bull flag to the upside, looks like maybe this could catch some momentum, have a little bit of follow through to the upside. And the overall market has been going up, so that's the path of least resistance on CRWD. Obviously, it depends on the options. If they have decent spreads and some decent volume, then worth looking at. The next stock that I like is going to be Snow. Had a big earnings move and pretty wide range crazy candle. And this next candle held up. And so far, it's holding this earnings low. 180.27 is the downside. And then 192.66 is the upside. If this breaks down, not really interested in that trade. I'm more leaning to the long side on this. Why? Because you have this little prior pivot high here, 192.66. And then you also have a 52-week high at 193.94. So if this makes a new 52-week high, it could potentially catch some momentum to the upside. So those are the upside levels that I'm looking at on Snow. The next stock on watch is going to be Airbnb. Sadly, I missed this big breakout, and it's unfortunate that it happened in one day to have such a big move like this. But I had been eyeing the potential bull flag, just channel consolidation on the daily. We finally broke out to the upside. We filled the upside gap. But really what I would be looking at is a potential day two continuation trade on this. If it were to open up just slightly below prior day high at 135.42, looking for possible continuation above that level just for a momentum scalp. If it were to open up really high above that, come Monday morning, I'm not going to like it as much. Really just looking for that day two continuation if it opens up towards the highs of that candle. Also, the next stock that's going to be on watch is ARM. This is arguably my favorite stock going into next week. Why? Just look at the daily chart. Pretty simple. IPO'd, had a push to 69, sold off aggressively, went sideways for a long period of time, finally broke out to the upside out of that consolidation, and it's been holding that breakout since. Holding the 9 EMA, and then look at this consolidation right here. If this were to end up getting above 65, hold 65, you have the IPO high at 69. Above 69, you have a blue sky setup because it's never seen prices above that. And with the market being strong recently, this could clear out that 69, catch a lot of momentum to the upside. So I'm going to be watching this closely. And then the last stock on watch is going to be CVNA. The reason why I like it is because it did have a failed breakout. It pulled back, long period of consolidation. We had a nice momentum candle off 30 the prior day. And then if you can see, this is a pretty big area of resistance right around 36.50. Call it just 36 to 37. If this gets above 36.37 and holds it, it's above all of the short-term moving averages on the daily chart and above the 200 SMA. And it has a very high short interest. I believe the short interest on this stock is around 35 to 40%. So if it ends up clearing out this resistance, turns resistance into support, this could catch some momentum to the upside. And especially if the market continues to show strength to the upside, the path of least resistance seems to be to the long side. So if we clear out this 36, 37, who knows how high this could go. I do like watching the other stocks that are on my core list, which is going to be stocks like Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft, AMD, Apple, Amazon, even though they don't move that much. But as far as the daily charts, there's nothing that I really like. That could change throughout next week. But as far as the stocks going into next week, just based on their daily chart, the potential setup, nothing has to happen. But if they end up clearing out technical levels, those are going to be areas that I'm interested in, and especially just for scalp trades, because I am not a swing trader. I am just an option scalper. And going into next week, these are my favorite stocks that are on watch so far: Tesla, CRWD, Snow, Airbnb, ARM, and CVNA. That's it for the video. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.